Hey there, I hope you're in a good place today. Welcome back to the Breathtaking World of Anxiety podcast. I'm your host, Trevor Husky, a licensed clinical social worker and therapist who has specialized in anxiety for 15 years. My podcasts are 5 to 10 minutes long with detailed information and concrete techniques for you to learn how to manage and dance with your anxiety. Today we will be talking about emotional trauma. Do you feel bad about yourself? Do you have excessive, critical, unwanted thoughts on a regular basis? Do you experience anxiety and depressed mood regularly? Do you do things that you regret without understanding why you did them? Are you unsure why you have these experiences? These are common issues, and oftentimes the source is emotional trauma. As a therapist who specializes in anxiety, the most common thing I work with people on is emotional trauma. And most people do not understand that this is the source of their most significant challenges in life. What is the most common source of emotional trauma? Childhood. And the most common source of emotional trauma in childhood is parenting. Unconditional love is, I love you for who you are, full stop. Unconditional love provides a great foundation for children, adolescents, and young adults to be fully themselves and embrace what life has to offer and share themselves in thoughtful, meaningful, and loving ways. Conditional regard is based on expectations. Your behavior should never reflect poorly on our family's reputation. You should never challenge my authority as a parent or my beliefs or actions. You should take on the responsibilities for my insecurities. These are unwritten rules in families and very significant factors. Conditional regard undermines your sense of self and self-worth, which causes problems until it is addressed properly. And both unconditional love and conditional regard are directly related to attachment issues, which are important for people to be aware of as they significantly affect people, especially in intimate partner relationships. There are two different types of trauma: physical and emotional. Oftentimes, physical trauma is easier to deal with than emotional trauma because if I get beat with a baseball bat, everybody knows it's wrong. But with emotional trauma, people often minimize it. They didn't mean anything by it. Bad things happen to everybody. I turned out fine. But these are the rationalizations of an adult. A lot of people make the mistake of thinking of children as little adults. Children are very different creatures. They are emotional and intuitive and experience life very differently than adults. Children are also very vulnerable. They are dependent on their parents completely to provide for them and help them develop properly. Unfortunately, a lot of parents don't know how to help their children develop properly, despite the fact that there are tons of books and videos and seminars on how to do so. Emotional trauma can be quite subtle, such as a comment or a look or something the parent didn't do. Unless these experiences are tended to properly by a trusted, loving adult, the incident gets taken in by the child wholesale because they don't have the capacity to put it in context for themselves. Most parents do not address any of these situations by apologizing to the child for the parent losing their temper or being dismissive or neglectful of the child because parents tend to be very defensive of their parenting. The first homework I give my patients is for them to journal about their experiences. All they have to do is write about what happened and what it was like for them. They don't have to blame anybody, such as their parents, for doing anything wrong, although that may be necessary as well. Then I have them bring their writing to session, they read it out loud, and then we talk about it. This is an incredibly effective technique and so beautifully simple. There is real power in writing about your experiences with yourself and for yourself, saying out loud how things played out, and having a thoughtful, caring, supportive witness. Oftentimes, people have to go through this process multiple times, as I had to do in my own treatment to finally get the type of releases that I needed, which included intense sharing of emotional pain, guttural sobbing, and even powerful physical sensations. You know when you're done with the work because you don't get triggered like you used to. Your anxiety and depressed mood lift, and you're able to be more comfortable and confident in yourself. And life is very different in good ways that people couldn't have imagined. Although it can be a bit challenging getting used to living life without the intensity of anxiety, which makes everything seem so incredibly important, military veterans have the same challenge when returning from war with PTSD. One thing that I do whenever I have a breakthrough regarding my past, and I've had several, is I play a song that serves as an anthem and declaration of independence. One of my favorites is Lucinda Williams' I Lost It. Often, I will also dance to get physical cathartic release on top of it. This is the most important work that I do with people, and I give myself to it fully because I know what it's like to struggle with battered self-esteem, serious anxiety and depression, and a sense of deep shame due to emotional trauma. I hope you found this episode helpful and look forward to any comments you might share with me. Thank you for listening. You can visit my website, trevorhusky.com, for copies of my book, The Breathtaking World of Anxiety, handouts, and check out my other projects. I look forward to getting feedback from you. Take care out there.